Abuja up to Maui. Experimental data collection, plant level, pot per plant, seed per pot, infestation level, growth level, days to flowering, maturity, leaf damage, percent pot damage, page stability, and others. Infestation percent calculated using the Laxima literature is number of infested plants per total number of plant assets times 100. Percentage leaf injury calculated.
Can you skip this? Because already
Data analysis, descriptive tasks such as mean standard deviations, and the percentage used using static state, versionate, comparative statistical, chi-square, Anuwar used. Level of significance as 0.5 and LSD used for these significant differences. Finally, survey, variation analysis. When I come to result in the discussion part, geographic and socio-economic part, gender distribution along with the 4 PS in which male is dominated along all locations. Educational level is primary school dominance along all the districts in which the channel is the highest count of primary education in 19 of 32 households. When we come to production purpose, almost all households from all PS use soybean for both selling and for consumption purpose, in which there is a high or uniform distribution in consumption and selling, and both for selling and consumption in the channel districts, which record for consumption 10, selling 10, and 12 for both purposes. Membership of the cooperatives, almost majority of the households from each district, from each PS, are a member of cooperatives, in which this shows they have strong relationship with cooperative agents. The next type of household farmers perception and knowledge and the base management. Type of soybean variety planted, most majority of the farmers or the households in all PS use hybrid varieties, in which the channel is showing striking preference for hybrid varieties. When we come to hybrid variety planted, PSA is the dominant variety preferred by the households, especially in the channel. There is a high preference of this variety, followed by Cajero and Tukurbato. When I come to the hybrid source, majority of the source were from Farmer Union, the center, in which the channel district PS is dominated the frequency usage as a hybrid seed source. There is a highly significant difference among the hybrid seeds used along with the PS. When we see the local seed source, there is diverse local seed source in which the channel is here again the dominant cabinet using purchase where households self-store 10 the neighbor 10. When we see the purpose of soybean production, their purpose of production is goes to sell and consumption, in which the channel is the top user of soybean production for consumption from the top PS. When we come to crop rotation with the soybean, they use four major crops, including cereals and tuber crops, for rotation, in which F is dominated with rotation along all with next sorghum and soybean and sorghum, in which ESI is the dominant the channel is the dominant PS using crop rotation. When I come to household characteristics training on soybean crop rotation, there is significant difference among PS, in which the channel is the dominant sites or locations using training on soybean crop protection. The green one is the numbers for training, the households taken training, and the red one shows the households that are not with that have not taken training on soybean crop protection. When we come training providers, research centers, and Warada offices are among the training provider in which research centers dominated the process of training these households. On the other hand, challenging insect pests in the soybean fields, there is a highly significant difference among the PS, in which the channel found dominated with challenging insect pest counts, in which web larvae, according to the perception, where larvae is the dominant insect pests, and the stem fly is also the dominant insect pests with equal distribution in the channel, followed with Titimile curvato. When we come to crop stage was affected by insect pests, there is no significant difference among the locations. Insect pest control methods used. Majority of the households is the locations the channel use chemical, both chemical and cultural methods as a control method, in which the channel is the dominant locations using control method as a method of pest control method. When we come to the insect pest distribution among when we see the insect pest location, insect pest, there are over 21 insect taxa were recorded from the field survey, in which flea beetle is the dominant insect species recorded in all locations, followed by green stink bug and stem flies, while the distribution is flea beetle is dominated across all studies locations. When we see the total insect count by locations, Kajero is the highest count is found in Kajero, followed by Timbile, Chanati, and Kurbato. When we come to insect pest incidents, observing varieties from vegetative to reproductive stage conditions, as from field observations, here also on the varietal variation of experimental side, a lot of insect pests were recorded. The total number of infested pests recorded on soil varieties from vegetative to reproductive stage evaluated under field condition over overall pest pressure was at first week from up to the 24 weeks. That means for 6 months, around 6 months. Soybean insect pest assessment, 4 districts, pairs of patrol community diamonds were identified in initial vegetative phase from week 1 to week 6, followed by rapid population at the flowering phase, week 7 to 12, interrupted by mid-season collapse at week 11, while the fourth feeding phase replicating the same peak pattern, and the maturity phase with erratic regular or irregular fluctuation of insect pests. Here is insect incidence of soybean leaf infestation, vegetative, and percent leaf damage at flowering, percent leaf damage at pod stage, and at percent pod damage. From here, 15 soybean varieties evaluated, 3 varieties, Buddha, Afghan, and Nova, are the highly susceptible varieties from the experimental result found. And percent infestation, percent leaf damage recorded with moderate in Poker, Clark, Hawassa, Nyala, and Musa, in which these are moderately susceptible varieties, whereas Belesa 95, Waldo, and SCC status SC1 are less infested varieties in which further researchers can use these varieties as a source of for breeding purposes. When I come to conclusion, the recommendation part, these studies demonstrated that soybean feed insect pests are important consequences to soybean production in Kasa and Aliyi districts of southwest Ethiopia. Flea beetle, green stink bug, and the state flies are the most abundant insect pests that cause damage at different levels of the crop. Aphid, thrips, and the white flies are the insect pests that are found relatively at low population. From the natural enemy, ladybird beetles is an insect that is found in abundance number among the other natural enemies. This shows that maybe there is a good biological control option for that area. And the varietal evaluation showed variation among the tested soybean varieties in their response to insect pest infestation and the damage. Nova, Afghan, Buddha were the most heavily infested and damaged, indicating great susceptibility to insect pests. In contrast, Belesa 95, SCS1, SC-stat SC1, and Pawe, they are exhibited the lowest level of infestation and the leaf damage from the total 15 insect pests evaluated. When I come to recommendation part, Belesa 95, SCS1, this SCS1 Pawe Nyala are the resistant varieties that can be used by soybean communities of the Kasa and the Aliyi districts in the regions with comparable agroecology. These varieties should be promoted through extension programs in a certification scheme, breeding programs should use these variety, lesson variety as identity source for developing improved cultivars. Agricultural extension offices of CASA and incubation strengthens the farmer training, concerning insect pests identification, concerning management for further protection of these insect pests. Awareness programs should be organized to improve farmers' knowledge, especially on IPM, because this is better method for insect pest control. Regular monitoring of leaf beetles, green sting bug, and escape flies should be implemented to detect infestation early. Farmers should adopt IPM approaches, including resistant varieties, cultural practice, and appropriate pest use when necessary. As the last option, they have to use pesticides. These are some pictures collected from fields. These are the second picture. These are field insect pest observation, damage assessment, and data collection. This is while using sweeping nets and beating trips and acknowledgement part. I thank Almighty God for giving me this chance for being alive and come here to present my thesis. My advisors were more than advisors. They are very close to me. Even if I have less approach to them because of my personal case, they were so humble and helped me throughout the thesis right up the final part. My next thanks goes to Mr. Jimma, the former department, and Dr. Chamada for their advice while as a moment when I got for around 2 years personal case, personal problem, they gave me advice to not to give up and continue my research work. And the department gave Mr. Khan to make me to give me the chance to present this thesis this time. Mr. Gamachis Abdisa Gamachu, for his from the beginning of the start, he was helping me as an operator to collect data from the fields from the beginning of the research work. I want to thank him and Mr. Ndala is the other person who gave me moral to do my work. And my father was telling me that when I was home, I was not at good condition. He told me that once day will come that I will present my thesis and I will graduate.
Thank you. Anu, thank you for your nice and brief presentation. It is also very glad to see you to come to this stage. And maybe Dr. Ashandavi,
Yes,
are you with us?
yeah.
So now the stage is for you just to give us your critical suggestion and comment on the work.
Perception or farmers management practice, and you evaluated susceptibility of